Hey guys, Daniel here from Northern Bricks, and today I have episode 3 of Let's Build a MOC. And in this episode we'll be going over the roof design for the top floor of the mountain, and also the interior of the mountain, which will include the power supply room for the droid base, and also the command center, and then we will also be looking at the parking bay for the Corporate Alliance tank droids. And we'll just be going over some designs throughout the whole video, so make sure to watch the whole video and stay till the end. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, well, before I show you guys the actual roof, first I'm going to have to teach you how to build the roof, and it's actually quite simple. As you can see here, we just have 4 plates on the bottom along with some 2x4s, and they're all 6x8 plates in this dark bluish gray color. Yeah, we got some light gray 2x4s here, and it's the same model throughout the whole thing. If you want to expand it, instead of putting these here, you just overlap them by 1 and then just keep putting the plates down and on. It's the same pattern, you just would enlarge it. So yeah, you've got that one center right there, and then you take this 2x4, just place in the center. Then you'd also have 2x4s on the side connecting them. This is just so you can't see any of the internal stuff. Anything in here you won't be able to see, so you can use any color you like. And then you just take these other plates on the top, any color you want the top to be, and you just press down, and then it makes this lock so that they can't spread apart. And here, I'll just grab another one. I don't have any more of the light gray or dark gray ones, so it's like that, and it's nice and solid. You can hit it nice and hard. So this is really good to be using if you're making, let's say, a really huge bridge or a large roof for your MOC, because it is very stable. I built a 1.5 foot by 3 foot version of this, which I will show you guys actually next. That is actually the second floor of the MOC, and it's quite small too. And if you want to overlap it by just 1, then you can connect it onto the thing, which I did on the other one. I'll show you guys on there. So yeah, I guess let's go check that out right now. Alright guys, so here is the actual roof for the second layer, and as you can tell, it is very, very long. Huge design. It's about the size of 2 gray base plates, and as you can see, I did overlap it by just 1 brick, and I'll show you guys why in a minute. And it's the exact same design I used over there, because every few, like here's one, there's a brick there, there's a brick there, all the way down. Every time you see the little intersections there, and all the way on the ends. I actually ran out of green plates, but that'll all be covered up because there's going to be a building on the top here, so that'll be covered up later. And the bottom's all gray. And I forgot to mention in the other how to build it part of the video, you can actually take these little plates. You can take these rounded tile plate things, I guess you could say, and just place them at all the intersections on the back to improve the stability of the actual design. And if you're gonna be placing like some floors or stuff underneath it or walls, make sure to leave that space open so that you can place it on the tiles or plates. So yeah, we will be placing this on the MOC at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, and we'll go check out the rest of the MOC. So let's go check that out. Alright, well, before I get into some designs, I'm just going to do an overview of what I've built in the last week. So here's this power supply room. We just have some generators here, some larger generators there, a computer module there to control the room, and just some more computers over here with this little rotating kind of power testing area. And we got a pipe there, and just some wall elements on the wall along with some windows. And then yeah, we got some coloring on the top there, and then right here we just have this groove that goes all the way down, and that is for that one overlapping section of the roof to kind of fit in there to connect it to this part. And then we'll be taking some 4x4 brown plates and placing it over top here to connect it to the actual wall. And then over here we have just the Corporate Alliance Tank Droid parking bay. I am not quite done with that. We will do that next episode. We'll look at that a bit more. And then, yeah, just some crates in the back there, and a ladder going up to the second floor here, which then leads over here into this room, which is the command center. And we have just a hologram table here of the MOC, because you got the mountain kind of layered up. It's larger than the beach over there, it layers up. Yeah. I think that turned out really nice. And then also another hologram table. And then some more control panels. And this room is not quite done either. That has some more that needs to be done in there. And this room is about 95% complete, just some little things here and there. And yeah, so I guess now I'll kind of show you some designs throughout the whole thing. And yeah, so let's get started into that. Alright guys, so first off here we just have the main power generators. And it's too tall to stand up, but normally you just have it standing just like that. And we'll just take a look at this here. We have some 2x2 round trans clear cylinder bricks in the middle, separated by just some of those 2x2 round tiles. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, right there and there. And then on the sides we just have these kind of decorating pieces, I guess you could say, or energy cell collecting. That's what it'd be used for. And yeah, they can just move up and down all the way, kind of just straight like that, so you can kind of angle it however you want. I'm not going to build it piece by piece because you guys can probably just kind of look at it and see how to build it. It's fairly simple. And then up at the top here we just have one of those cones. Yeah, looks kind of like a rocket. That's what I see it as, because we got the booster engines here, and then just kind of the main fuel area with the cone in the top. I could see it as a rocket. I think it looks pretty cool. And then we just have the connecting piece to connect to the floor here. You can use that any color because you can't see it when you're at this angle. And then also some more in there because you can't see that color, so any color would work. I'd recommend using like black or gray though, but I don't have any extras, so I had to use brown. But it's okay because you can't see it. So yeah, I'll just take these off. These just slide on and off, and yeah. And then here's a better look at the actual cells, so you guys can figure out how to build it yourself. I know you guys are capable of it, so just examine it, pause the video if you need to, and I don't mind if you copy it as long as you give me credit for it. Like say, oh, this design was made by Northern Bricks or something along those lines. I'm fine if you use this design. That's why I'm showing you guys how to make it, or more like giving an overview of it, but still, you guys are freely able to use this if you want to. And then over here we just have one of these, I'm not quite sure what that's called. If you want the best structural stuff for this, I would recommend putting in some of these, I don't have any nearby me, but those kind of axle pieces, those really long ones. You know, they come in like the Technic sets, those Technic axles. Just light gray would be a good color. I have one right there. And then if you want to just put it all the way up through here, that would increase the stability of it, so it would keep it from like cracking or anything. But I'm not moving this around too much, so I decided just to keep that out. So yeah, I built 2 of these and put that in my MOC. They're the exact same. There is no differences whatsoever about them. So yeah, next I guess we'll move into some more power generators, so let's go check those out. Alright, so here's another one of those power generators. This is a fairly simple design. All it uses is one of these 2x2 bricks in the round type. One stud right there to connect it here. One of those 2x2 satellite dishes. And then transclear stud there. A cylinder here. And one of those flat 1x1 tiles, round tiles. And then we have a 2x2 plate along with a 2x4 plate connected to one of those 6x6 dishes in light bluish gray. And it's very, very simple to build this. I don't have to go really into any more detail. I built 4 of these. The only difference was the top here. I alternated the coloring, just kind of change it up on there. So that's it for this design. We'll go into some more. Alright, so here we have the testing module, and what this will be used for is just basically for the droids to test the energy cells and make sure they are stable to be used. So it's like in Jurassic Park, you can see those, they have the DNA chambers. That's kind of what I base this off of, and it rotates, you know, except theirs is like really tall cylinder. This is just one of the smaller ones because they don't have too many different energy types at this energy plant. And it just spins, as you guys can tell, just using one of these, I don't know what they're called, but these rotating plates. And then I just have one of these lightsaber hilts in the light bluish gray. And then I have these right here. Put them in this gear. I think this is a 51 pin gear, I'm not quite sure, but this one right here, and then you take the 2 studs right there and just connect it on just like that, and then this will put it in place if you just go in there like that. And then let me take off the top here. We have a 2x2 round brick in the middle in dark bluish gray, along with the 1x1 studs in trans clear, or trans bluish, yeah, trans blue, on the sides. They're just stacked up by 3, and then just around all the things right there. And I have this one 4x4 dish that came from the ATTE back in 2008. So yeah, just connect it on like that, and there you go. So there's that design, and now we'll go check out another design. Alright guys, so here we have the tri-screen computer, and this is another fairly simple design, even though I don't see it used a lot. I think it should be, because it's very, very nice to use and looks really great in your MOCs. So there's it is, just straight, and then you can curve it, because we have these hinge pieces right there, and fairly simple to build actually. We just have a plate here and here, so when you place it on the studs, it's able to curve, because if you have one here, it can't press into the studs. So you want to make sure you raise each side, these 2 sides up by 1 plate, and then we have a layer of plates right here, and another one there for the hinges in the corners. We have one there and one there, and then I have a 2x6 brick in the middle in light gray, and then just some slopes here, some black slopes, and then I use these computer screens all the way around there. And then we have another layer of plates on the top, and then we have these 1x2 jumper plates. It's the same all the way through. And then we have this piece right here. It comes on those levers, and I just take out the black lever piece and then just place them on there. Just like that, 2 of those. You also can invert it and have one in the middle and 2 plates on the end. It doesn't matter. But this way they stay stationary, otherwise they'll twist back and forth like that. And then these are just those window panels in trans light blue. I just think they look nice. You also can use some of these if you need to, or you don't have any of those. You can use 2 of these window panels in light or trans clear, and then you can 2 of those there, or you can just have one in the middle. Depends on what you're building and how much room you have, or your preferences for the MOC. And that's the same thing all the way through. That's just the main design on how to build these. So yeah, now we'll go into another model. So now I will be showing you how to build this curved window design. Basically you need 2 of these car windshields. This is to build one of them. I have 2 right here, and first you need a base platform or anything you want to place it on. So that'll be there. now we have a 2x4. That can be any brick you want. I'm just using 2x4s. You're also going to need surrounding like that. And then next we'll take our window shield and put it on there. Take two 1x2 tiles or one 1x4 tile and place it on just like that. And I'm just going to build up the sides a little bit. These can be any color you want. Whatever looks good in your build, I would recommend using that. So now we're going to take this other window shield and put the two on just like that. And then you're also going to want to take a 2x4 plate, place it on just like that on the bottom there. And then here, let me grab some. But you want these Technic pins right here, and you will just place them in these top right here, just like that. And then take your 2x4, you have the tubes right there, and then if you just slide it in just like that, you have the upright one. And take some more 2x4s, get it to the same height, and then if you just take it right there, just like that, and I'll build up this side. I would recommend using 1x4 plates because then you don't get the problem of the gaps in the middle. But I ran out because I used them all in the MOC. And we'll build up this side. Grab another 2x4 and place it on just like that. And now these don't come out because if you just used, I'll show you an example of this. If you just use this and you left out these Technic pins, and you just went like that, then you have the problem of this sliding out. But this pin solves your problem because it holds it on to the actual 2x4. So then it is not able to slide, and you will have a secure window that cannot be pushed out or fallen if you bump your MOC. And you can just see you can push really, really hard on that. That actually broke it because it bounced off, but you won't ever push that hard on your MOCs, otherwise the walls will fall out. And you can use this design as large or small as you want to. You can expand it over 30 windows, or you can just do 2 windows or just a single window like this one. As long as you use this design, it will always work. And I would just recommend putting in some other colors on the sides beside these just plain ones. And there's just a look from the back. They're very nice design. They're very easy to build. Very simple pieces to be used in this design. So yeah. Now let's just go check out another design for the base. Alright, so here we have just the hologram tables and just some 2 different types. This one you can see a lot better here. You can see how it's layered up like the mountain is on the actual MOC. Because we have the first layer here, which is just kind of the ocean, and then it layers up 1 to form the grasslands and the beach, and then we have the layering up more of the actual mountain, and then when I put on the second floor, I'll have that building on the top here. So that's just the basic design. I have these wedges here, and don't know the exact number or name for it. The 6 studs there, and then 2 at the top here. And then we have a 10x6 plate here, and then some 2x6 plates here on the side. And we have these 1x1 cylinders to attach it to the ground, and I just placed them like that. These can be any size you want. So yeah, the first design I saw this used on was from Lego Spencer, but I modified mine. His was just kind of a random outline of it, but these I made it specifically for my MOC because I took the actual MOC and downgraded it to the size here, and it's just a 1 color schematic in the hologram. So there's the hologram table. The first one anyway, and then here's the second one. This one would be used just basically for calls or just some troop outlines or any of that. And I just have one of these 2x2 jumper pieces with a Technic piece in the middle, and then this can be whatever you want. I just took those and put them on there, and then put in the middle, and then again we have these pieces right here, and they just connect onto those two studs. And then the top, you can make it any way you want. Just make sure they're not even. A few of them can be even, just kind of separated out, and the middle would be taller than the outsiding to make it kind of spherical. So yeah, that's it for the hologram tables, and we'll move on to the rest of the MOC. Alright, so as you guys can see on the walls, we just have these tubes going all the way down. Those will be used for either power supply or water transport, but since this is a droid base, I would think it would be primarily used for transporting either fuels or electricity. So right here we just have those connecting pins that are right there, and then we just have the tubes placed in. That's all the way down. Same with this side over here, and then we just have these wall detailing on here. I just took the 2x2 slope and then some inverted slopes in the top. Same with over here, different colors, but it's okay, same thing. And then now we're going to go into the roof designs. When placing on that roof right there, you're going to want to have this design for the walls nice and solid. Also, you want to have some tiles on the top, so when you want to take the roof off, you don't have to worry about all the plates peeling off or your roof sticking to parts of the MOC. So you're going to want to have it one down from that, just like that, because you have the plate that sticks on the bottom there, which then the other brick connects right there, and then it'll sit nice and smoothly on top of this tile all the way down. You can do both sides, but I don't have enough tiles, sadly. It's the exact same thing over here. And then this is raised up one. Also, if you want even more tight against the wall, you could take these Technic right here, and you could put Technics on that one groove for the actual roof, and then place those one pins inside of those, and then it will sit nice and tight against the wall, and you won't have any problems. You won't have any problems with this one either. That would just increase the actual stability of the roof. So yeah, you're also going to want some side supports. I just took these cylinder pieces and stuck them on the side. You're going to want to make sure that they're the same height as this wall right here, so that it will connect nice and evenly. So yeah, we'll move on to placing the actual roof on right now. Alright guys, so now we will be placing on this roof right here, and it will basically just sit right on top of here, and I will push it down just using my hands. So first get your what you're going to be using to cover your MOC, and line it up along using this, just like that. And then I will just go over here, and you'll want to just make sure everything is all aligned. I'm first gonna make sure it's all fits nicely, and then you just start pushing it in. I would recommend doing the corners first, and then very easy, does not take too long at all. If you have a hammer, I would recommend using that just for this area right here, but if you don't, that's fine. Just make sure it's nice and tight. And since you'll be placing since I'll be placing the plates down, we won't have any problems. It'll go in once I do that then. And yeah, we're almost done. That side's done. Just do this side left. Alright. And there we go. Step back over here. And now the entire roof is on and secure. And I'll show you guys how secure this roof actually is. I have a box of plates, and then my 2x4 bin, both of them, which are about half full each. and if you place them just both on top, the roof stays nice and secure with no problems or bending. It's nice and smooth, and you have no problems at all. Very, very nice. I just take this off the tripod. As you can see, nice and smoothly packed right on top. It fits nicely all the way down. This will have to be pushed in later. I'll just move this off. Just like that. Nice and simple. Nice and easy. Again, this is a good design if you're going to be making a bridge or a roof. And you can see we have these all the way down. Nice and tightly packed. So that one came unconnected, but I'll fix that later. Very strong. So just push down. It's really good. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So now we'll go to the conclusion part. Alright guys, so we did a lot today. We put on the roof, and I also showed you all the designs for decorating the interior and giving it a lot of detail. Next week we will be working on landscaping and starting the second floor. We'll just be doing some basic mud patches and making this line nice and transitioning with the beach to the grass. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Not quite sure when that episode will come out. Pretty soon, hopefully though. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this to your friends so more people will be able to see the series and learn how to build a better MOC. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.